Hello and welcome to RC Birds, and thanks for stopping by. In this week's video I do a short upgrade about the things I'm doing in Poor Boys RC Speedrun Challenge 2023. It's called the 4 Horsemen. These are my special horsemen on which I like to work in the next weeks, and let's see what we have. The first horseman is Conquest, or in my case, this little guy. This is a budget bicycle GPS, has no memory, and as I presented it, I talked with Markus from MS Fundraiser and Mark from Mark 1 RC about it. It's not so really precise as I like to. I know many of you have the bigger GPS with the cell phone app, which is nice, but it costs twice this one. I had tested it in my car and asked my brother, who does for court and insurance companies reports about car accidents, and the speed my car measured was 4 to 5 kilometers an hour faster than this one, but this is normal. The speedometers of real cars are measuring faster, or letting you know that you are driving faster than you really do, and this was still in the range. One thing I saw was that this little guy sometimes lost the contact to the satellites, so I think this would be better for a course where you're doing 20, 30, 10 laps. The more data it gets, the better it will represent it. So for now, I stay with this. If I'm not so happy with this GPS system, I will buy another one. But this is due to the future. The second horseman is War. For sure, this is a motor. I had ordered a 13T motor, and I don't know if I can show you the photos from Amazon, but this is worst Photoshop I have ever seen. You see the original motor in the back of the car, and they put it into and bigger and other lighting. Awful, very awful. I mean, I had seen if I buy perches and toys for my birds that they put on such a big perch in my car. But unbelievable, unbelievable. The motor will come in about a week or so, direct from China. It has 13T. I hope this will be good. Mark Bryan had some experience with 12 or 11T motor, which weren't so good, but I will see if the motor doesn't work. It says it does 30,000 rounds per minute, excuse me. The torque-tuned motor is around 16, 17,000 in this range. It says nothing how many rounds per minute it will do if it's under load, but in relation it should be twice, or let's say a half more than the torque-tuned motor in rounds, and I hope I get happy with it. If not, the torque-tuned comes back into it again. The third horseman is Famine, or hunger. And for this I blame my body, or like to do something on my body. As you see in the video, this lip here is hitting the ground. So I can put the mounts inside here, the clip which is sitting on here, a little bit higher. But first I think I leave this. And the other thing is, if I'm not happy with my results in the next weeks, I will buy another body and leave the truck away. I hope the drag, which we have here now, although it's kind of aerodynamical compared to the MAN and the Mercedes, but I think if I put a racing car body onto it, it might be a little bit faster. I'll see. And we come to the last horseman, which is death. In my case, it's me. I have no experience with on-road cars. I bought this one because I wanted it, because I like to put it together, especially with the conversion kit. But I'm just an off-roader, maybe crawler. But on off-road, put the pedal to the metal and go. And therefore you have really good angles in your wheels. This isn't so good with these small street wheels. So two things I do first, and therefore I thank Adam from Adam's Playground, who has given me the tip 2. I use the Durate to decrease the angle of the wheels, which can be used. And at the same time, I add some exponential. So if I'm a little bit fiddly at the steering wheel on my radio, it doesn't matter or doesn't have such an effect that the car goes into a curve. It has to be straight. I have to discipline me. And then I think there should be maybe 1 mile more. Or I hope for the 30. 30 would be great. And it's my personal goal at this time. And the other thing is, I drive on the street in front of my working place. If it's too small for me, I will go to a supermarket parking lot here in Münster. But I have to go there on Saturday mornings at around 6 o'clock when nobody's there, when the stores are closed. And then I can drive there and have enough space. So these are my 4 horsemen. On the next video, I worked on death, the Durate and the exponential adjustments on my radio. They are cheap. They cost nothing. They are in there. I have to program them. And then I hope I get some better results. The next thing I planned is the motor, which is already in the post. The third will be the body. If I'm not happy with my results, I buy the car body and step back from the truck. And the last thing I will do is conquer, but I don't want to spend 100 euros for a new GPS system. I don't drive so often these speed runs, so I'm happy with this little guy. It may not be precise, it may take some time, it may lose the satellites, but this is all an advantage for my competitors. If you got some questions, please write it down in the comments. And as always, please share, like and subscribe. See you soon on RC Birds.